Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone fine. So in last class we learned basic concept of 3D geometry. Maybe remember direction cosines, direction ratios and direction ratios of line joining 2 points. So we have around 4 problems today based on the basic concepts of 3D geometry. Okay, so let me start with the first problem today. If a line makes an angle 90 degree, 135 degree and 45 degree with the positive direction of x, y, z axis respectively, then find DCS and the direction cosines. See, intade ನೀವು vectors allu solve ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so I'll repeat again the same work. So here alpha is equal to 90 degree, so first direction cosine is L, which is cos alpha is cos 90 degree, cos 90 degree is equal to 0, right? So the first direction cosine is 0. Next M, second direction cosine, cos beta is equal to 135 degree. Can you tell me what is the cos of 135 degree? It is nothing but cos of 180 minus 45 degree. Second quadrant means cos is negative, 180 will keep the cos as it is, so it is cos 45 degree, and cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. So second direction cosine is minus 1 by root 2. The third direction cosine is cos of 45 degree and it is 1 by root 2. So what are the answers? Therefore direction cosines are 0, minus 1 by root 2, comma 1 by root 2. So this will be the final answer. One more question, remember that. So direction cosines of the given line is or are 0, minus half, minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Order change ಆದರೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, but these three number must present, remember that. Okay, so first question artha aitalva. So when angles are given, you find out the cos of those angles, you will get the direction cosines. Okay, next question. If a line has the direction ratios, okay, minus 18, 12 and minus 4, then what are the direction cosines? See, last theory I explained madide, okay, how the direction ratios and direction cosines are related. So now here what are the given data? Direction ratio andre A kottiyare, B kottiyare, C kottiyare. So what is required? L, M and N. What is L? Plus or minus, don't forget this. So minus 18 divided by square root of 18 square plus 12 square, okay, plus 4 square. Only minus is right, don't worry about that. Okay, so next you are going to simplify this, you will get value of L. Similarly M andre no 12 by the denominator which you are going to get from this. Okay, so here I think you can take 4 square outside, 4 square ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. So simplify ಮಾಡಿ calculator use ಮಾಡಿ, not an issue. So that denominator and n is equal to minus 4 by the denominator which you will get after this calculation. Okay, so completing this work is for you as a homework problem. Simple ಇದೆ, calculator use ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ see actually 18 ಅಲ್ಲೂ 9 into 2 ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ಅದರ whole square 9 okay whole square. So 4 ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ simplification easy ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ calculator use ಮಾಡಿ calculate ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so this is your work, remember that. So denominator you have to decide, numerator is decided everywhere. Okay, so in this way you can find out the direction cosines of a vector from direction ratios. L is equal to plus or minus a by root of a square plus b square plus c square. M is equal to b plus or minus b by root of a square plus b square plus c square, and n is equal to plus or minus c by root of a square plus b square plus c square. So ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, so a b c ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Yes. Next question. Show that the points are collinear. See, this problem you are already solved around 3 to 4 different cases. So in vectors allu 2-3 sala solve ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, but ಬೇರೆ method use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. Here also you are using some different method to prove 3 points are collinear. You can solve this problem just like a method which we used in vectors. Definitely you can use it, but ಇನ್ನೊಂದು method ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ which is I think better than all the previous method. Okay, that you will get from the direction cosines. See the solution, simple question. Okay, remember an important question. Show that 3 points are collinear. Suppose 3 points are collinear. A, B, C are collinear. Okay, observe carefully. Then collinear meaning will lie on the same line. Then definitely direction cosines of this vector and this vector A, B and B, C must be proportional or maybe equal ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು equal ಅಂದ್ರೆ AB is equal to BC ಆಗಬೇಕು. So here 100% you will get the proportionality. Okay, so how to get the direction cosines of AB? ಇದನ್ನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ AB, direction cosines of the vector AB or line AB. This is 3D geometry problem. Even if you write vector AB in exam, definitely not wrong, because ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3D geometry use ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ solve ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. Solve, that's it. Okay, but here we are solving problem in 3D geometry, so let it be line AB, direction cosines of AB. ನೆನಪಿದೆ direction cosines x2 minus x1 by y2 minus, remember? Or direction ratios also you can find out. Okay, direction, let me find out the direction ratios, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ easy ಆಗತ್ತೆ. So minus 1 minus 2, minus 3. Okay, then minus 2 minus 3 minus 6, 1 minus 4 minus 3. This is the direction ratios of the line AB. ಅದೇ ತರ direction ratios of BC find out ಮಾಡಿ. 5 minus of minus 1, 6. 8 minus of minus 2, 10. Then 7 minus 1, 6. Now check whether these two are proportional. Yeah, so direction ratios of AB definitely is proportional to. How you can tell it is proportional? Tell me. Definitely this 3 number is multiple of this, right? Just multiply madirbodu. Minus 2, okay, one, this is minus 5, not minus 6, minus 2, minus 3, minus 5 agate. So multiply by minus 2, you will get this, right? Minus 2 into minus 3 plus 6, minus 2 into minus 5 plus 10, minus 2 into minus 3 is, okay, plus 6. So direction ratio of AB is proportional to, direction ratios of BC. Proportional, no? Multiply this by minus 2, you will get this. Okay, so therefore A, B, C are collinear. This is possible only, okay, they are collinear. Direction ratios will be proportional only if the lines are collinear, not in other cases. So please remember, to prove 3 points are collinear, you show that direction ratios of 2 lines are proportional ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, equal ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, but equal ಬರೋ chances ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ proportionality. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So all the 3 problems are for 1 mark. Even next question is also for 1 mark. Simple problem, very simple problem. Okay, next question is also for 1 mark. Find the direction cosines of x, y and z axis. X, y and z axis. So how you will usually represent the x axis? I cap is enough, right? This is a vector form. Okay, vector representation, you can say, okay, vector representation xi ಅಂತಲೂ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. Okay, or I cap is enough. Vector representation of x axis. Even if you write xi, nothing will happen. Okay, so what is the direction cosines, direction ratios of x axis? Can you tell me what is the direction ratios of x axis? 1 0 0 ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, if you just take I cap is a unit vector. I cap is a unit vector along the direction of x axis, so you can consider I cap as a vector along the direction of x axis. So direction ratios of x axis 1 0 0. So direction cosines, therefore direction cosines of x axis ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? What are direction cosines of the x axis? 1 by root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, 0 by something. Okay, so it is again 1 0 0. So similarly, no need to write again like just like this, just directly write the answer. Direction cosines of y axis, tell me. 0 1 0. Direction cosines of z axis 0 0 1. So then ಪಲ್ಲಿ 1 mark ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ 3 axis mostly ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. Exam usually ಕೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು find the direction cosines of x axis, find the direction cosines of y axis, find direction cosines of z axis. So individually ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. So remember the answer, easy ಇದೆ. 1 0 0. If the y and z coordinates are 0, then it is x axis. If x and z coordinate 0, then the 1 0 1 0 will be represent direction cosines of y axis. 0 0 1 will represent this direction cosines, direction ratios, one and the same here, of z axis. Clear what I'm telling? So these are the only 4 problems, or maybe 1 problem is left in exercise. That is your work. Okay, as a homework you have to work out. So 4 problems solved. under the first concept of 3D geometry, direction cosines, direction ratios. See, ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? Equations of straight line ಬರೋ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ ನಾವು we learn about the slope of the line. So once we understood slope of the line, we started to use the slope of the line to get the equation of the line, right? So now, okay, same process is continued. So instead of slope, we have direction cosines. Now we are going to learn the equations of the straight line in space. We already learned in first PUC equations of these lines in plane. So in this chapter, we are going to learn equations of straight line in space. So it is called 3D geometry. Okay, so we are going to draw some diagram of 3D diagram, and that diagram will come in a plane. So maybe you are not able to understand exactly what diagram represent, but we don't have any other options. So I have to write the 3D diagram in a board. I'll try my best to give the clear picture of that, but it is not 100% perfect. Remember that. Okay. So remember, we are learning now the equations of the straight line in space. We are going to draw a line in space. Remember that. Yeah. So as a topic heading, equations of a line in space. As I told, okay, we are going to learn line in space. So heading is equation of the line in space. Remember, these are all the derivations, and out of this 5 derivation, 100% you will get one derivation in exam. Adil confusion illa. So already ಎರಡು derivation board ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಈ 5 derivations ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಂತೂ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ for 5 marks. Okay, remember that. So simple derivation, understand properly. Exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳೋತ್ತಿಗೆ derive ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, but I didn't write here as a question. I wrote, okay, as a one topic heading, equation of a line through a given point parallel to given vector. Example here keltare derive equation of the straight line passes through a given point parallel to the given vector. Derive anta word use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Here I didn't write that because this is not problem solving class, it's the theory class, so I wrote just heading. Okay, so we are going to find out, or we are going to understand how to get the equation of the straight line in space when you know a point on the line with the position vector, vector A, and the vector which is parallel to that given line. Vector which is parallel to that given line. Observe carefully. Okay, we are writing the 3D diagram. So how many coordinate system, how many coordinate axes is required? Yeah, we require 3 coordinate axes: x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So consider a line, consider a straight line in space, consider a straight line in space, consider a line in space. Okay, now take a point on the line with the position vector, vector A, position vector, vector A. Then, okay, let vector A be the position vector of the given point, L be the given line. Okay, already I told about this. Now consider one point on the line, consider a point P on the line with the position vector, vector R, with the position vector, vector R. Position vector anta helidmele adu with respect to one fixed point, so please remember that. So consider point P with the position vector, vector R. So in question itself, it is given that equation of a line passing through the given point parallel to given vector. So given vector mention ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ vector B. So we will consider again, okay, in the question, in the solution, let B, vector B be the parallel vector to the line. Vector B be the parallel vector to the line, okay, in the diagram. So this is the parallel vector to the given line, L. This is L. Already we have 2 points on the line, which is A and P, with the position vectors mentioned. Okay, got it? Now I will show you how to get the equation, okay, under this heading in space. Yeah, let B be the parallel vector to the given line. Now from the diagram, anyone can tell that vector AP is, this is an important term, vector AP is parallel to vector B. Did you agree with me? Vector AP is definitely parallel to vector B. So this implies, you know, when 2 vectors are parallel, definitely one vector will be the scalar multiplication of the another vector. Then pidalva collinear, parallel andre collinear. Vector AP is equal to lambda times vector B. Vector AP is equal to lambda times vector B. Correct? This implies vector AP ni hege baribodu, vector OP minus vector OA equal to lambda times vector B. So this implies vector OP is equal to lambda times vector B plus vector OA. So therefore vector OP ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, position vector of the point P ಅಲ್ವಾ, so equal to vector A, ಇದೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂತು vector OA plus lambda times vector B, that is what is the vector OP? Vector OP is nothing but vector R, so equal to vector A plus lambda times vector B. So what does this represent? This represent the vector equation of the straight line. This represent vector equation. This represent vector equation of a line, okay, of a line with the given point and the given parallel vector. This is known as vector equation of the straight line when you know the position vector of the point on the line as well as the parallel vector vector b. So ಈ equation ಯಾವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಹೇಳಿ? When you know the position vector of the point on the line as well as the parallel vector which is parallel to the given line. So ಒಂದು parallel vector ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು position vector ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ you can find out equation of the straight line in space using this formula. Understood what I'm telling? Very good. So now sometimes they will ask find out in a Cartesian form. In terms of x, y, z al bekagate illi vector form al ide. So I'm going to derive one more equation of the same heading which is in terms of Cartesian coordinate system, that is x, y, z, in terms of x, y, z. So let me take here the point A as x1, y1, z1. See alli point A na position vector alli consider madid. Here I'm going to take its coordinates. A is equal to x1, y1, z1, p is equal to x, y, z. We are assuming, you can take any other alphabets also, and b is equal to ai plus bj plus ck. So these three will be known in the previous derivation also and the given question. Okay, now substitute this in the equation. Vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda times vector b. Substitute in this formula. Vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda times vector b. Enagat check ಮಾಡಿ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ. Vector r okay, vector r you can point p, position vector of the point x, y, z. So vector r is equal to xi, I'll directly write yj plus zk. Xi plus yj plus zk, vector r, because vector r is a position vector of the point p and we know every position vector of the point p can be represent xi plus yj plus zk. So you can represent like this. Okay, vector r is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. So what is the vector a? Vector a is equal to position vector of the point a, that is x1i plus y1j plus z1k. This is a position vector of the point a, that is x1i plus y1j plus z1k, plus lambda times vector b. Vector b ai plus bj plus ck. Substitute in a proper position. Now compare the coefficient of I, j, k from both sides. Compare the coefficient of I, j, k on both sides. So left hand side in the x ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, right hand side ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ x1 plus lambda a ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, lambda a, coefficient of coefficient of I. Compare the coefficient of I. Next compare the coefficient of j, y, ಅದೇ ತರ y1 plus lambda times b. Compare the coefficient of k, z is equal to z1 plus lambda times c. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ what I did? Compare the coefficient of I, j and k from both sides. Compare the coefficients of I, j, k on both sides. You will get the equations, okay, like this. Now this implies x minus x1 by lambda is equal to a, or x minus x1 by a is equal to lambda, y minus y1 by b is equal to lambda, z minus z1 by c is equal to lambda. See, x minus x1 by a is equal to lambda, y minus y1 by b is equal to lambda, z minus z1 by c is equal to lambda. So this implies x minus x1 by a equal all are lambda, so you can directly write like this. Got it? X minus x1 by a, y minus y1 by b, c, z minus z1 by c, all are equal to some constant, and this form of the equation of straight line is known as Cartesian form. Okay, this is known as Cartesian form of vector r plus vector a plus vector r is equal to vector a plus lambda times vector b. Example hige keltare, derive equation of a straight line through a given point parallel to the given vector both in Cartesian and vector form for 5 marks. Important question, very important question for 5 marks. Remember, derive, okay, formula answer ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ, derive ಅಂತಲೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? Okay, so first equation, I hope you understood. Equation of the straight line passes through a given point and parallel to the given vector, vector B. So just like this, we have one more small derivation. Okay, this is also an important derivation for 5 marks. Equation of a line passing through the given point. Okay, equation of a line passes through two given points. Illi parallel vector kodlilla. Instead of that, the two both given data are the points. Only 1 point, 1 vector. Clear to points. Okay, so take like this, let vector A and vector B be the position vector of the two given points A and B. So consider line L, take 2 points on the line A and B with the position vector vector A and vector B, position vector A and vector B. Then consider a point P on this line with the position vector vector R. Consider point P on the line with the position vector R. Okay, ಅದೇ ತರ last derivation ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅದೇ ತರ. Okay, you are going to consider first 2 points, two points are given, 1 point we are taking. So out of 3 points, okay, the position vector of A are position vector of A is vector A, position vector of B is vector B, position vector of P is vector R. So then now use a diagram, that's it. Diagram hige barle nenpili. So in the diagram you can write vector AP is equal to vector OP minus vector OA, vector R minus vector A, vector AB bari gotide. As well as you can observe vector AP and vector AB are collinear. Vector AP and vector AB are collinear. Collinear andre no parallel andre no vector AP is lambda times vector AB. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಹೇಳೋದು? So here you can see the two vectors, vector AP and vector AP and AB. Observe carefully. It's ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Collinear. If two vectors are collinear, one vector is a multiple of another vector. This already I discussed in the previous classes, or in vector also you learned. Now what is vector AB? Vector R minus vector A, lambda times vector B minus vector A, alva? AB and B minus A. So vector R is equal to vector A plus lambda times vector B minus vector A. So this is known as the vector equation of the straight line passes through two given points. So this is known as, vector equation. So I am giving one homework work for you, that you are going to derive the Cartesian form of this. You are going to derive, okay, Cartesian form of this. For that I will give you some help. Okay, that is vector R is equal to, you take xi, yj and zk. Take vector R is equal to xi, yj plus zk. Vector A is equal to, you can consider x1i plus y1j plus z1k. And vector B is equal to x2i plus y2j plus z2k. Lambda hage irate. So from these three vectors, after substituting here, you have to obtain Cartesian form. So it is a homework. Okay, you ask with me through WhatsApp, or I'll explain this in the next concept. But you have to try Cartesian form of this using this. It's a homework work. And even this derivation is also very, very important. So we completed two important derivations of the equation of the line in space. The first one, equation of a line passes through a point and parallel to a vector. Equation of a line passes through 2 points on the line. So in next class I'm going to discuss the problem based on these two derivation and few more derivation from straight line in space. Very good. Thank you.